Today, Australians are mourning the two people killed in yesterday's siege at that cafe in Sydney, and they're asking, how could it have happened? Parliament has opened an investigation, and Ben Tracy is in Sydney.
Long before the hostage siege came to its violent end, the hostage taker, Man Haroon Monis, was well known to police as deeply troubled with a long criminal history. New video shows the horror his hostages endured. One woman crying as she held up an Islamic flag in the window, another trembling and then collapsing.
We do have to ask ourselves the question, could it have been prevented?
Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott said an investigation into police handling of the case must answer important questions.
How can someone who has had such a long and checkered history not be on the appropriate watch lists and be entirely at large in the community?
Monis was a self-proclaimed sheikh who was out on bail after being charged with at least 40 counts of sexual assault and as an accessory to his ex-wife's violent murder. During the siege, he demanded police deliver a black flag of ISIS. Kaysar Trade is with Australia's Islamic Friendship Association. He met with Monis a few years ago at the request of police to tell him to stop sending hate mail to the families of Australian soldiers killed in Afghanistan.
He did seem troubled. He seemed like a person who has a mental illness.
To your knowledge, was he a member of a local mosque? Was he a familiar face?
He was not a member of any of the local Islamic centres. You'd never see him at any Islamic centre.
Last September, Australia passed sweeping new laws to try and prevent a homegrown attack by Islamic militants. But none of the measures prevented Monis from laying siege to the cafe where two hostages died. Thousands have now come to pay their respects at this memorial, many still shocked by what has happened in their city.
Police here in Sydney have now launched what they're calling Operation Hammerhead, which is basically deploying a more visible police presence throughout the city. And Scott, they say all of the streets that had been closed here in the central business district have now reopened.
Ben Tracy reporting for us from Sydney tonight. Ben, thank you.